Can you believe it? Need for Speed Unbound has been out for a month. Honestly, it feels like no time at all ago. We were literally watching this trailer and hoping, praying for the game to come out very soon. And then they were like, yeah, it's coming out in like a month. What? Just on a personal note, can I say thank you so much for all the support you guys have given on the Unbound content. We're going to keep this going. There's so much left to discover in this game. And I think I want to give that off the top of the video. Massive praise to Criterion. No matter how the game does, ultimately, it's kept me hooked longer than any other recent Need for Speed game. And so I'm forever thankful for that. There's a lot more depth in this game that you don't have to touch on. I think they've finally mastered that thing they're always chasing. So the point of this video is looking at the future of Need for Speed Unbound. We're a month in and we're already talking about the next update. Okay, I mean the first update. That's obviously what I meant. It's been white knuckles since our reveal, and Need for Speed Unbound is live around the world. Shout out to you, our Need for Speed family. We have love for each and every one of you. We're just getting started in Lakeshore, and you can expect more updates from us near the end of January. Okay, so more updates. My assumption is they're going to talk about an update for the game. I say assumption, we don't need to assume, because in case you missed it, deets previously shared include an upcoming series of post-launch updates and experience packs, as well as free access to new modes, social features, progression for Lakeshore Online. So if I can look into that a second, the post-launch updates and experience packs, which I'm guessing is like maybe car packs, maybe the anime effects packs if you're into those. It seems like what they're suggesting is that those things will come to both single player and multiplayer, but most of the social features, progression, new modes will come to Lakeshore Online, which is the multiplayer. I don't know if you've noticed, but on the home screen, it actually currently says Volume 1. That tells you all you need to know. The first update will focus on expanding social play features, and future updates will bring new modes, features, cars, customization content, and more. Stay tuned for more details on Need for Speed Unbound content. For now, check out the newsroom, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing in there, all right? There's nothing. On expanding social play features, well, that to me says that we're going to get more than there is in the current game. Because in case you didn't know, that was my initial worry / gripe with Need for Speed Unbound, in that, yeah, the online looked like it was going to be lacking a hell of a lot. So they say social features are the primary focus right now, and there you go, Volume 1 on the multiplayer. Now, the big glaring issue in the multiplayer side of things, well, already I'm max level. Most people aren't, but there's nothing really you unlock as you go through the levels. So that's two things I think that need to be upped already: the max level and the reward for leveling up. Maybe giving access to certain cars, like a special car. And I'm going to say it once again, bring back my boy, the Bet Customs. I said it. A glaring issue is the party size is 4 people. That needs to be increased. You need to be able to invite a full lobby. Don't even care. The cross-playability, really good. In fact, I'll add some of you guys right here. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Challenges, I actually found really helped me push through this game. Like, I actually want to unlock all the cars. And so quite honestly, I want to see more challenges. Of course, how do you do that? Well, money rewards would be a big one, because money right now, although I've not really had an issue because I can play quite a bit, I do think there should be a hell of a lot more money earned. There are a bunch of smaller issues, but money is a big one. 22,000 for winning 3 races? This pissing thing in the corner is one of the other issues. If I, for example, want to customize my car, oh no, I can't see. Why is it not this side? It doesn't make any sense. Why? I don't get it. Let us close it with another button. For example, why not one of the sticks that don't do anything? You move the bloody horn, so like, does it even matter? Okay, the sticks do stuff, but there's clearly a button you could assign to make it so that you could close it from this menu. I've said it time and time again, we need burnout style challenges where community collected challenges work. As a whole session, you do something and maybe you get a reward for doing so, a collective reward. For the more people that participate, you get a big pot of money. That'll create kind of a community, like people working together. Everyone gets to this location and drives to this location as quick as you can. The quicker you do it, the more money you get collectively. Everyone try and hit this speed trap and get a combined 1,000 miles an hour. Get some money. These are not things I expect in the first update, but I think these are things that would definitely help this feel more formed. 16 players, this is going to be a big ask, but I would like to see more. It doesn't make sense. We're on new gen only Why are we still on 16 players? Maybe bump that up to 20 or something like that. While it's not a social feature, I think this is pretty important. Snapshot Pro needs sorting out. It's kind of rubbish. Again, things pop up on the screen, so I can't see what the hell's going on. And these are the only things we can do. I swapped the road. These are the only things we can do. That's nothing. That's less than it was previously, which I understand. Maybe you're going to do a new update in the future that fixes those problems, and it needs to be fixed quickly. I want to be able to maybe position my character or just emote my character next to the car. You've done that in screenshots for the game. Why can't we do this? But I do think it's worth noting that really, these things are small compared to issues we've had in the past. These are the things that could be changed quite significantly. And cops online. You've got to find a good way to do that. You can't have a Need for Speed game without cops, and online is not separate from that. Imagine like there's a collective, someone's in a police chase and you can help out with that police chase. And the longer the police chase, the more rep you get, which is you level up, you get money. That's just, it all kind of ties together. But anyway, that is majority I want to see in the first like couple of updates. They're then talking about cars and customization coming in the future. But moving on to the next things, which is the future updates will bring new modes, features, cars, customization, content, and more. So that clearly says that the first update is focused on those social play features, whereas everything else after that is going to bring new modes, features, cars, customization, content, and more. Customization content, that's one thing, not customization and content. I mean, you know what I'm saying. New modes and features, to me, the first thing that popped into my head is drag racing, the drifting. Those are missing from online. And also takeovers. Their biggest thing is missing from online. I think online takeovers would be hectic as hell. The whole takeover thing could be redone properly, as I said in the past, taking over areas around the full map as a team. That would be super, super cool. The obvious one is new cars and customization content. So that would, I assume, go hand in hand. You're getting some new cars with some new customizations. That's generally how it works. Now, to give you an idea of how DLC has gone in the past for Need for Speed, it hasn't particularly gone very smoothly. The previous game, which was planned to have amazing updates, of course, was binned off because EA wanted to blame someone for the microtransactions in Battlefront, and I'm not gonna get salty. We all know I'm kind of salty about that. But ultimately, there are some DLC cars coming for this game. We have had that confirmation. I hope it's more than 2, and I hope that we're also going to see some updates that are going to add cars for free too. This is where the question is, those cars, are those going to be paid? Are those going to be free? They said experience packs, so my assumption is, hopefully, just like every other game currently on the market, there are some paid cars and some free cars. The way to distinguish those, I don't actually know. I'm probably going to leave that to you guys to comment down below. How would you like to see that? I personally think if the car has any possibility of being overpowered, well, quite frankly, it should be free. It doesn't make sense. I think any splitting of the community is kind of frustrating. If there was a way to earn it in-game or buy it, I don't think I would really have that much of an issue. I mean, pay to win becomes an issue there. But ultimately, it's not that difficult to buy some of the higher-end cars, and I doubt there's that many higher-end cars that they can add past the Bugatti, even past the Regera, which is about $1 million, which you can do. It's quite easy to do. The best example I've ever said is Midnight Club. They did charge for the cars, but overpowered cars were not really a thing. The game is aiming to balance these things. That's another thing. Balance needs to be sorted. There's a heck of a lot of things in the game that we're finding out over the time of using it, that there's quite a few unbalanced cars, and nerfing some of the cars has just made the other ones more unbalanced again. Those are issues that need to be solved, especially the speed cap. If a new class was created or classes were rejigged, that's a bit more of an ass. Like an X class, like in Forza, the Regera, the Bugatti, and things like that could move to a new class. That's something I want to see, and of course that could come with future updates, because those events should be very high speed events, but not so much like city kind of high low speed sections. I think it's obvious that in the more customization, they're talking about not just cars but also the people. Now, I don't particularly have any major issues with the customization of the people. I think it's cool to have. Mine currently doesn't work online, so I should hope that gets fixed in the first patch that's coming out. But I want to see more hairstyles. There seems to be about 6 or 7 hairstyles. I don't understand how you've got more faces than hairstyles. Hairstyle is much more expressive than someone's. I don't know. I think that's just a little bit of an oversight, that's for sure. I would like to see quite a bit more effort put into those. I know it's a kind of a secondary thing, but I would like to see that in an update for free. But genuinely, I think as a base, this game is the best we've had in a long time. I think Need for Speed Heat could have been that game. I feel like this game is closer just out of the gate straight away. The open world, in being a volume focused thing, or a series focused thing, tells me that the world may evolve over time and just give us more things to do. And that, again, that's just completely glossing over the fact that we need to increase the player counts and increase the money, and all these little things will help. But those, I feel like, are easier things to do, and those are no-brainers. And I feel like I don't even need to mention those. I think I'll leave that to you guys down in the comments. Let them know exactly what you want to see change-wise and what you want to see addition-wise. The ultimate thing for me, and I say this every single time a game comes out, new cars are nice. But what's even nicer than just a new car that I'll drive once and put away and maybe never use again is new events tied around those cars. That makes things more interesting. Maybe having it so you have to win top 3 in a certain speed list to get that car, as long as you don't have to pay for it and then do that. That would be a little bit weird. Some people wouldn't like that. If it was down to me, you'd pay for the car and you'd earn it, buy it in game. But that's not the way most people want it. So I'm a centrist. I think the future is bright for Need for Speed Unbound, and they're finally ready to do proper updates. And if the past experience is correct, 2015, if they follow that route, I'm gonna be happy. Smash like, subscribe, and check out this Need for Speed Unbound video. This is one of the problems that needs to be solved, that's for sure. Smash like, subscribe, and peace.